Hello chaps, just a little impromptu shave. I'm in my normal working kit. I'm in a hurry. Anyway, I wanted to test out this little Puma, the little Puma 21, which was resurrected yesterday. And it's an early one, so it should in theory be quite a good shave. The only thing I'd like to add is that using a loupe to check your edge, it's not the best. I'll show you what I much prefer. It's only lightweight, it's only plastic, it's only cheap. Little binocular microscope, like, 35, 45 quid. Very, very cheap. That has a far, far, far better view than a loupe. And I was rather disappointed on checking under the little microscope. There is still a fair amount of pitting on the higher part of the bevel. I think I'm okay. I think it's okay on the actual final edge, but it's a little bit disappointing, all because I was using the wrong tools. Anyway, I did finally manage to give a little touch on the edge with this little Thuringian, which is rather a nice little antique Thuringian stone, which I honed and flattened and generally messed about with. It's got the original label in the box. Whether or not it works, I don't know. As I say, you've only got to make a few errors with restoring, and really it's a bit of a waste of time sometimes. However, I'll shut up and get on. I'm going to use my current favourite again, which is the Body Shop Maca Root and Aloe, which is very kind, and I need a bit of kindness today. I did work quite hard on a couple of razors yesterday when I shouldn't be. I should be working. But anyway, I'm sure you'll understand that hobbies become or should come before work. You can rub this stuff on as a pre-shave, as you can see. Ta-da! It's a cream, so it's very, very soft. Very nice stuff. And then just go over it with a decent brush. I use my faithful synthetic, 30mm synthetic. I haven't put any music on because I think I'm going to slightly annoy the people who administer YouTube. So there, one wet brush quickly brings up a lather. I do believe in trying to demystify the process of straight razor shaving as much as possible. And if you can use a nice synthetic brush and a nice kind soap, it's just a matter of a couple of seconds to get it all ready. Preparation is important, but to spend all day sniffing and messing about, nah. Anyway, there you go. That'll do. Dry fingers with towel, always. This is only a little razor. This little Puma is definitely, I'd say, early 1930s, the blade and the handle, but they weren't meant to be together. I've put them together to resurrect it. Anyway, it's a Puma 21. It's a Latejung and Soon, so it's early. Deep hollow, naturally, but whether or not, oh, I forgot the light. I'm not awake yet. Let's see how it performs. Oh yeah, very good. I'm sure I've bored you all to tears with my remarks, but there are certain makes you can't go too far wrong on. And Puma are pretty good. This little antique Puma. There's no drag at all. Maybe it's the stone. Maybe it's that little Thuringian. Because that is really good. Very small blade. I think it's definitely under 5/8, but not much. But that's the joy of straight razor shaving. You can mess about with all sorts of wonderful, wonderful, wonderful razors. It really is chewing off the stubble. This is, I don't know, 2.5 days, whatever. When I'm tired, I forget people's names. So I'm sorry, Craig. And anybody else who I've made a mess up of. Oh, this is really nice. Can you hear that? That's smooth. Well, well, well. That's the first pass. Extremely nice. And this is with a restored blade, which still has traces of pitting in it. I only found that out by looking under my slightly better cheap magnifying instrument. A little binocular microscope. It's only got a 10 magnification lens in the top, so I think its total magnification is certainly no more than 40, and much more detailed picture. Isn't that a sweet little razor? I'm just trimming the neck hairs as a good test. Good test for a razor. They tend to be a little more stiff and a little more hard to get at. Yeah, so full marks for the soap as usual. The Body Shop soaps are quite new to me, but I don't know if you remember, it was in one of my videos. But young Andre kindly gave me this pot of Body Shop soap, the Macaroon and Aloe, and it's turned out to be the best out of all the soaps I've tried. As a gift. Thank you, Andre. Oh, by the way, just a matter of interest, Andre's shaved off his beard. So maybe I'll get to shave him one day. That'll be fun. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah. Well, this confirms you can get a cheap, savable Puma doing up for very little money and get an absolutely first-rate edge without much expertise on my part, because as I say, I did rather forget to look properly at the edge last night. That's beautiful. Yep. It's lightweight. For those that like a light razor, little fella like this. This is tiny little razor. But my goodness me, isn't it doing a good job? I'm in the process of buying several expensive razors while I'm still single, which is another story. It's coming off a treat. Yeah, while I'm still single, I intend to indulge myself. There's an antique razor like this, restored, is as good, if not better, than a custom razor. Yeah. What a little belter. And this is with pitting. Not a huge amount of pitting, but it has got pitting. But if the pitting is only on the bevel, on the higher part of the bevel, and not on the apex, it's only the apex you shave with, so what, you know. I do believe there is another chemical factor here, which is of course corrosion, hydrogen ions, all sorts of horrible things going on. I think corrosion is hardly ever a good thing, It's not like cheese or wine. It doesn't mature, the steel. But this one, shaving a treat. Look at that. So nothing fancy today, chaps. This is just a little test of a freshly restored Puma 21. Puffing past. And that's good enough. The more you practice, the better you get. The one thing I would say, especially in regard to changing razors from a small one over to a very, very large one, like my 13/8, which I used the other day, is what you have to watch is complacency. This was mentioned just the other day, and complacency will get you. You say to yourself, oh, I can shave it then, I think. And then one day, you'll be distracted. You're going to take for granted your abilities. And the gods of chaos will visit you and give you a nice little nick. I think I slightly touched my cheek the other day with that Gibson, the big 13/8. It's such a big razor, you don't really notice it. But that is me done. I mean, that's it. That's a nice shave. I could have done better, I'm sure. For trimming, these little light razors are lovely. Yep. It's me fit to be seen in public. Anyway, chaps, thanks so much for watching, if you have, and for subscribing, which I do hope you do. All I'm trying to do, as you all know, is promote the skill set of straight razor honing and straight razor shaving, to get as many people away from those ghastly disposables, and to me the equally ghastly Gillette things. Anyway, that's perfect. I'll throw a little tiny bit of this lovely lather on just to hydrate the skin, not that it needs it. And there you go. An excellent little razor saved. It's got a nice faux wooden case, fake wooden case to go with it. And one of these days, I'm going to say I've got far too many razors and I'll start selling a few off. And obviously you guys will probably know how to get hold of me. I'm on enough of the groups. Anyway, look, I'll even put a little drop of the alum on. I just feel the slightest, I wouldn't call it sting even, just slightly. Certainly not enough to worry about. Just shows no nicks, no cuts. Beautiful little razor, even older than I am. I mean, it was made probably coming on to 100 years ago in Germany, and as good as the day it was made. Whereas your disposables will just go to the landfill and slowly erode our life on this planet. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. That's a bloody nice shave with a beautiful little Puma 21. That's all, chaps. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.